Have you ever looked at the loose change in your pocket and wondered if one ordinary-looking coin could secretly be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars? Most people spend quarters without giving them a second thought, but hidden among millions of common coins are rare treasures that collectors spend years trying to find. Today, we're diving into one of the most interesting modern U.S. coins of the 1998 Washington quarter. At first glance, it looks like any other quarter. It has the familiar portrait of George Washington, a simple eagle on the reverse, and a D mint mark showing it was struck in Denver. But don't let its ordinary appearance fool you. Some 1998 Washington quarters have sold for impressive amounts because of their outstanding condition, rare minting errors, and unique characteristics. So before you spend your next quarter, make sure you watch until the end, because the coin sitting in your drawer right now could be far more valuable than its face value. If you love discovering hidden treasures in everyday pocket change, you're in exactly the right place. 1998 Washington quarter. The 1998 Washington quarter was produced at the Denver Mint during the final years of the original Washington quarter design before the famous 50-state quarters program began in 1999. This makes the 1998 issue an important part of American coin history because it represents the end of an era. The obverse features a classic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse displays a majestic eagle with its wings spread, perched above a bundle of arrows and surrounded by olive branches. This design had been used for decades and became one of the most recognizable coin designs in the United States. The coin is made from a copper core covered with layers of copper nickel, giving it the familiar silver-colored appearance. It weighs 5.67 grams, has a diameter of 24.3 millimeters, and features a reeded edge with 119 reeds. Although these specifications are standard for modern quarters, collectors pay close attention to every detail because even the smallest difference can significantly affect a coin's value. The Denver Mint struck more than 821 million Washington quarters in 1998. That enormous mintage means most examples found in circulation are worth only their face value of 25 cents. However, quantity alone never determines value. The real excitement begins when collectors discover coins in exceptional condition or with rare production mistakes. One of the biggest factors affecting the value of a 1998 Washington quarter is its grade. Coin grading measures the amount of wear and preservation on a coin. A quarter that has spent years circulating through cash registers, vending machines, and pockets will usually show scratches, dull surfaces, and worn details. Such coins are generally worth only 25 cents, but coins preserved in uncirculated condition can command much higher prices. Collectors especially seek coins graded MS67 or higher. MS stands for mint state, meaning the coin has never entered circulation. At these high grades, even tiny marks from the minting process can lower a coin's value. Finding a 1998 quarter with brilliant luster, sharp details, and almost no contact marks is extremely difficult because most coins were released directly into circulation. The highest graded examples have sold for hundreds of dollars at major coin auctions. Some professionally graded MS68 examples have brought prices exceeding $1,000 when demand was strong. This shows how condition can transform an ordinary quarter into a highly collectible coin. Another reason collectors search for the 1998 Washington quarter is the possibility of mint errors. Error coins are created when something unexpected happens during the minting process. Since these mistakes occur accidentally, they are often much rarer than regular coins. One popular error is the off-center strike. This happens when the blank coin plankett is not perfectly aligned with the dies during striking. As a result, part of the design is missing while a blank area appears on the coin. The more dramatic the off-center strike, while still showing the date, the more valuable the coin can become. Collectors also look for double strikes. In these cases, the coin is struck more than once, producing overlapping designs. Depending on the severity and visibility of the error, these coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Another exciting error involves die cracks. Over time, The dies used to strike coins develop cracks from repeated use. These cracks leave raised lines on the finished coin. Small die cracks are fairly common, but large, dramatic die cracks or retained die breaks attract significant collector interest. Die chips are another collectible variety. When tiny pieces break away from the die, raised lumps appear on the coin's surface. Some collectors enjoy finding these unusual features because each one tells part of the coin's manufacturing story. Filled die errors can also occur. Dirt, grease, or debris may clog portions of the die, preventing parts of the design from striking fully. The result is missing letters, weak numbers, or faded details. These unusual coins are eagerly sought by specialists. Sometimes a quarter is struck on the wrong plankett. Instead of being struck on a quarter blank, it may accidentally be struck on a blank intended for another denomination. Wrong plankett errors are among the rarest mint mistakes and often sell for several $1,000s depending on the specific plankett used. Another interesting variety involves clipped plankets. Before coins are struck, blank discs are punched from large metal sheets. Occasionally, the punch overlaps an existing hole, creating a curved clip on the blank. When struck, the coin retains this distinctive missing section, making it immediately recognizable to collectors. Collectors should also inspect the coin's mint mark carefully. While the D-mint mark itself is normal, unusual die damage or repunch characteristics can sometimes create collectible varieties. Using a magnifying glass or microscope can reveal details invisible to the naked eye. Luster is another major factor in determining value. Original mint luster appears as a bright, rotating shine when the coin is tilted under a light. Coins that retain their original luster without cleaning are generally much more desirable than polished or damaged examples. Cleaning a coin is one of the biggest mistakes collectors can make. Many people believe polishing a coin increases its value, but the opposite is usually true. Cleaning creates tiny scratches and removes the original surface, often reducing the coin's value dramatically. Even a rare quarter can lose much of its collector appeal if improperly cleaned. Storage is equally important. Valuable quarters should be kept in protective holders that prevent scratches, fingerprints, and environmental damage. Proper storage helps preserve both appearance and long-term value. Authentication also matters when dealing with expensive coins. Professional grading companies examine coins carefully, verify authenticity, assign official grades, and seal them inside protective holders. Certified coins often command higher prices because buyers have confidence in the assigned grade. Many collectors search through bank rolls hoping to find high-grade examples that escaped heavy circulation. This hobby, known as coin roll hunting, has become increasingly popular because valuable coins occasionally appear in ordinary bank rolls. Although finding an exceptional 1998 quarter is rare, persistence sometimes pays off. Estate sales, inherited collections, old coin jars, and forgotten piggy banks can also produce surprising discoveries. Since many people never examine their change closely, valuable coins sometimes remain hidden for decades before being recognized. Market demand plays an important role in determining prices. Even if a coin is rare, its value depends on how many collectors want it. High-grade modern coins have gained popularity in recent years, increasing competition for the finest certified examples. When examining your own 1998 Washington quarter, check for sharp details in Washington's hair, strong lettering, a bright original surface, and any unusual errors. Use good lighting and magnification to inspect both sides carefully. Small differences can make a big impact on value. Although the vast majority of 1998 Washington quarters are worth only 25 cents, the possibility of discovering a rare high-grade specimen or valuable mint error is what keeps collectors searching every day. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story becomes surprisingly valuable. So the next time you receive change from a grocery store, gas station, or vending machine, don't spend that quarter too quickly. Take a closer look. Check the date. Look for the Denver D-mint mark. Inspect it for unusual features, strong luster, and exceptional condition. You never know when an ordinary-looking coin could become the highlight of your collection or even a valuable investment. That's the thrill of coin collecting. A treasure can be hiding in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to notice it. And perhaps your next great discovery will be a 1998 Washington quarter hiding quietly among the spare change in your pocket.